Good evening. Let's get a sound check, please. Make sure. Good evening. Good evening. Can I get a sound check, please? Cheers, Phil. Thanks. Well, thanks for those that. Sorry, I've logged back in. Hi, Alan. Whether these will become a regular thing or not, we're not sure, but I've had some good feedback from yesterday from the videos, so we'll just process this morning's. It's only 25 minutes. It covers 2.5 hours because there's not a lot to do, but we should put that up so we're all sorted now. As for long, not really, no. The level has held, well, say it, level has held 73. You need to see it tested again, really. US are on lunch, so what time is it now? 6:30. If it holds, then yes, but if it breaks, we could easily be down at 50. I doubt we will actually this evening. Price markets do not go in one direction forever, whether that's intraday, inter-hour, or whatever. So would expect a retracement at some point, but I know we're only 3 pips from the low, so we would like to see a test of the low, and then you might get a break back up to 98.00 level. But if it breaks, then you're going to have to run it below 50, and I don't think anyone wants to do that. But yeah, if you look at the sell-off we've had today, all the way from 59.42 down to 57.73, whatever that maths is, 70 odd points, isn't it? So I'd like to get a bit of retracement. But anyway, so we've processed this morning. We've not uploaded it yet because it takes 40 minutes to process it and another 20 minutes to upload it, and then sort the website out and stuff. But that is the plan. We'll try and record the DAX and the FTSE sessions on the microphone when there's something to talk about. Obviously, this morning's was quite critical because it was important that. Let's just actually flip back to this morning. So that's the. I think Alan put 35 level in the chat this afternoon. I'm not sure where he got that from. But the next level is 50, and whatever this low is here, if that's 35, then fair enough. But I doubt it. I don't think it is. I don't think it's far enough. But 50 would be the next level. But I quite expect to retrace. But you really need justification for getting in, and you can't really justify that. The fact is because you're just 8 points from the low. So that's a bit extra careful. But yeah, quite expect to pull back. Won't be surprised to see 0.00 tonight. Test this spike down here from Friday. You can just see the market just shot straight through it today. Didn't respect it at all. Didn't even want to test it. So you quite, again, if you look at if you're a pattern man, if you excuse the pun, then you'd expect this to be tested, and then the market, if it wants to sell off, would then carry on selling off. So of course tomorrow, if you want to break this 73 level, then all bets are off if you break 49. But anyway, let's go back to this morning. So if you are looking to take a short, there's a marker there. You see it, Peter? Yeah, if I can't see. I said in this morning's video, it flips from white to pink. It's very much monitor I run on, and it's difficult sometimes to do everything. Talk to you guys and watch what I'm doing. Yeah. Everyone's got any questions as usual, then just put them in the chat. I know you can all watch this on recorded, but the whole point of trying to ask you to come if you've got time is that it's live. So yeah, but Alan, you've got this level here, 7th of March. But yeah, it's too near 50. 50 is the next level to be tested. Are you assuming? Let me just draw a line. I'm assuming that you're saying that's 34. I've not had a look myself. Yeah, okay, fair enough. But yeah, 50 would be the first one, especially when you're so oversold that you'd expect a 50 to be. I know it didn't when it came down first. It sliced straight through here. So yeah, I said I've had one email this morning asking a video how to show levels. And we will do it if that's what people want, but it is not rocket science. You just need to watch the market and have confidence that these levels will work. I know we joke about being magic numbers and magic levels, but they're not really. It's just this is what indexes do, especially the FTSE anyway. So we go back to a 5-minute chart for those that were here this morning. We just have a quick. Anyone was in this morning for any opening? If you could just let us know. Yeah, that's all was. Yeah, I saw that, Simon. I've just read your blog. I was going to post something. I like the way he said that you do quite well on non-room setups. It made me chuckle. Because there's 1,000,001 setups. And at the end of the day, part of the skill is finding ones that work for yourself. Also, we don't really want to confuse people too much. But it did make me smile. So let me just go back to a 3-minute. Yeah, they are. Well, again, I don't want to overcomplicate things. We'll come on to this tomorrow. We've got training, and we're going to end up with 5 parts of training. I don't know. We're going to fit 5 parts into 1 month, but my brain's been working overtime today. But what we need to do, we've had a bit of feedback from people that are struggling or whatever, and you know, I'm not going to give up on anyone. So we need to do what we need to do. So if we just look at this morning, and again, spare me 1 minute, I've got an ear to scratch. It's not easy when you've got my headphone on. So for those who were at the open this morning, and again we've just processed the video for the DAX and the FTSE. That's only 26 minutes, I think. We've not uploaded it yet, but we will do later, and we'll send you a tweet when it's done. The same with this one. We said all morning there'd be nothing to do until the news came out, which was at 9, and then 9:30. And we also explained why this candle did this, which I can't remember who told me now. It was quite right. It was over James. It started with a J anyway. You know, the market shot up because of people getting out from short positions overnight. As soon as the real market opens, the real players will take their positions out. So we called on the microphone this morning. You cannot take this for long, for that reason, because there's news out. It's going to be range bound, and we put the 75 level in this morning, and we put the 41 level in. And again, you can watch the video. This is the sort of thing, if we put on YouTube, these lines will go, oh, you just made it up after the fact. Well, people that want to watch the video from this morning or around this morning will know that's not the fact. So this was a sucker long. Nothing you can do. We did tell everybody not to take this that was here. And then again, I mean, this is the overnight low, and this is an important point. Again, like this morning, if you get nothing out of this other than this, there's always ambiguity about, out of hours levels. So this was this was the end of hour, wasn't it? 8 o'clock or whenever it was. So that was, but it's still not real cash market, is it? There's no real top there. But that's what that allowed us to draw this line at 75 and this line at 41 at quarter to 8 this morning, whatever time it was we did it. So it goes up, comes down. They're the areas of interest. And we did say, and again, you can watch the video, it's almost like I'm getting caught and I'm trying to prove something. We said on the video this morning that you had to be extra careful with this one, because this is a one-off low, but this one was a double top or a treble top because it's been respected before. So there's more weight of the market when it's at this level than there is at this level. And again, don't make this stuff up. So you get this sell-off here, and we abandoned all ship and went to the office early today for once because there was nothing to do. So you can't trade this one. This one here, you have to be really, really careful because it's the first test, and it's a test of an overnight. But as soon as you see the market go up, come back down and test it again, even if you just sit on your hands and wait for it, you can justify getting long anywhere. In this, people get hung up on the entries. Well, you don't really need to know anything about the entry. I mean, what's the market showing you? But you cannot, if you watch this and you go, okay, that's a low of some area that Mike's already said, and the market goes straight up and this never happens, then you have to wait for momentum. You have to wait for the moving average cross You know, you wouldn't want to get in if this just went straight back up. You wouldn't want to get in till about here somewhere. You need to wait for these to cross on a 3 or a 1 minute and put your stop below here. But as soon as you see it come up, come back down, you see this candle here, and you see this one, you don't even bother waiting for the cross. Just go. Just put your stop down here. That's as simple as it gets. And again, I'm not trying to belittle everybody, but you know, people get hung up on when should I be in, when should I be out. Well, that's as clear a setup as you'll ever get. And if you missed all this, you could take the momentum. I know it was pre-news or around news, so it's tricky, but just take a smaller position. And again, comes up here. This is the third or fourth test of this level. Comes back down, comes back up. Just go short. Just put your stop at 80. And again, and that was news related, so I think I put that in the room or on Twitter that it was news, but you know, you can be quite safe. That's the 5th time it doesn't want to go above these levels. This is not hindsight because we put this in. Then after that, again, we put, you know, forget anything that's not in the top 10%, bottom 10%. And we said that 50, I think it's Richard Elder's been saying that 50 doesn't work. Well, it doesn't work so well when it's in the middle of the range. It works better if this is a 50 or a 00 and this is a 50 or a 00. If you can get a 00 and a double top or a treble top, then you know, off to the races you go. It's just simple little things you just need to be aware of. I'm not saying you can't trade. You can't trade 50s when they're mid-range. I think it was Simon again that took. I think it was a double top in here, but he. I can't remember where you got in, Simon. It's on your blog anyway. I can't remember, but I'll do this one here. I think this one and this one, but that's been invalidated by this one, to be fair. And I think you were a bit 1400. Oh, this one here. Sorry, I can't see that. Oh, long you mean? Again, it's more dangerous. And this is why we think we'll end up with 5 training sessions, or not 4. Not we'll say we'll do 5 lots of 2 hours, but you need to be aware of these things. It's almost like we need to draw a line here and a line here and shade all this in and put danger in the middle, because you end up chasing your tail. I know people get frustrated, but the whole point is you don't have to get frustrated, because you just sit and wait for it to show your hand. Put your alerts on, or follow the Twitter if you can. I was busy today all day, so not done. Not just intraday, Rich. They're the lows and highs from overnight, weren't they? The more times you look at 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. The market in real cash terms didn't want to go above this. And again, the professionals, they know this. They don't even bother when it's all chopping like this. Which is why if you look at your charts, you'll see extended moves to the areas and extended moves back. It's just how it works. And in the middle, you'll get chop, 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 chop sideways, because there's no big players in the market. And it comes down, and again, there's nothing wrong with taking this long. If you took this, as long as your stop is below, and you need to run a tight stop, because again, where's the next level? I don't think there is one, is there? Because there's no lines below it. If we said this morning again on the Twitter feed, the more times the level gets tested, the more likely it's like to break, and when it breaks, the bigger the breaker you're going to get. And you always need to look where your level is, your next level. Our next level was at 11. Sometimes you just got to hit it, Phil, because you need a quick price action, don't you? I mean, look at this candle here. It's strongly down, isn't it? That's what sort of thing you want to see. Strong down. You don't want to see it, as we said before. You don't really want to see this where it sort of drifts. You want. I know it's perverse, but you want to see fast into a level, and we get to a point where we just hit it. But yeah, until you get a feel for it, then yeah, you can wait. You can wait a couple of pips, or 3, 4, 5 pips, but you just got to put your stop the other side of the line, and know where your support is. Yeah, well, it will be, won't it? Yeah, that's an exception. But again, what's this market showing you? Doesn't want to go up here, and it's come back down. Doesn't want to go up. Doesn't want to go up. Doesn't want to go down. Oh, that's the first time you can't use that one because that's out of hours. But again, doesn't want to go down. Doesn't want to go down. Doesn't want to go up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Comes down. Doesn't want to go down. And then it does want to go down. And as soon as you see these levels break, and I know we don't necessarily teach this because I don't think you need to know, but there's nothing wrong with doing the converse. You can just sit and wait for them to break, Phil. If you don't feel comfortable this coming down, and you think, well, I don't know when to get in long, just wait for it to break. And the more times it's hit, 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 that's 4 times, the more likely it's like to move when it breaks. And especially if there's a gap between this level and the next level. You know, if there was another level here, say if this was 40, 58, 55, and you had 0, 0 here, then you wouldn't take the break because you want to see 0, 0 break because it's more likely to come down, bounce, and go back off it. But when you next level, and again we put this on the Twitter, the next level is 11. What happens? And if 11 breaks, what did we say? 0, 0. 11 breaks, 0, 0. That's all you've got to do. Again, it's not. I think people sometimes see it as being something really complicated. The trick is waiting, and I'm not gonna. There's no way I can make that any easier. We can help by putting stuff on Twitter, but again, we're busy today, and people can help. Like Simon did a good job in the room today. I was keeping an eye on stuff, trying to tell people what he was looking at and things, and that's the whole point of the room, really. It's so much easier than being stuck at home on your own, because you can't really do it by Twitter, because I've had criticisms that I don't explain myself enough. Well, I'm sorry, I can't in 140 characters. You know, hopefully you do the training and you understand, and then you'll be able to understand what we're on about, but it's not the same as being in here. But people either don't want to pay or they haven't got the perceived time, then there's not a lot we can do about it. So again, look at this price down to here, 41, but it holds, and there's nothing wrong with getting in this, apart from it's the third, fourth, fifth time it's hit. And as soon as you see this break, you can just shut your eyes and go short, and just put your stop up here. I mean, we don't tend to teach that, but levels work both ways, because we said all day the market would be range bound, and I don't know what I haven't looked at the news, but I assume the US data was worse than expected. And then you just look for the next level, like Alan just did down at whatever it was, I can't remember, 34. And if that breaks, the next one. But you can't. It's very difficult to go short. It's sentimental short, for want of a better word, because there's no crisp pullback. I mean, look, it's just short. It's just sold off. And that's some big hitters selling. You know, there's obviously been lots of reasons that I can never understand. I never even want to understand why these things happen. So, but there again, I can't to you just justify just selling shorts. The only way I can justify you getting in this is when levels break. But if you get a fast move like that and you come back up, then that's a crisp pullback. Well, that's a 5 minute. We might see something different on a 3 minute. I like to use 3 minutes and 5 really. So yeah, you could argue the fact that we got a bit there. But again, with 20 level, this line was drawn again, so it's difficult. But you've always got to wait for pullbacks when the market's selling off. So now the market's set a bottom at 73, and we were joking about going along, but we might take a small long at 73 on the basis we've sold off nearly 100 pips, or by a few pips from 9 o'clock this morning right down to. So the market's going to take a breather. Whether it's going to go up again tomorrow or down again, we'll have a look in the morning. Because if you look at the bigger picture, then markets always crash quicker than they rise, than they go up. Sorry, that's just the way it works. But at the moment, as long as we don't break down to 34, then we're all right. We're still in this bigger range, aren't we? But so that was it. Really, a very interesting day. It's patience, diligence, super trader traits. But more importantly, probably spending the time. And I know we're talking this morning, and I don't know really how to do it, but we almost want to get anyone that signs up for a month, because obviously that's the minimum charge, whichever thing it is, that you need to have like a memorandum of understanding that you'll commit to doing the 8 or 9, 10 hours of training, listen to what we do, and sit and watch and learn, rather than trying to jump in and trade and chase your tail and then get frustrated, because there's no need. The market will be here for as longer than all of us will be alive, and it'll always do the same sort of things. It's just the way of the world. So I know people get frustrated, but there's no need. Well, yeah, Rich, I'd look at the solar planets tonight, get your astrological guide out. But anyway, so that's it for now. I hope that's of use, and we'll render it and we'll stick it on the website and send a tweet when we've done it. So just it's not a it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. But if we can do anything to help, then let us know. No worries, Rich. Thanks a lot. Training tomorrow. Yeah, we'll be about at 7, Peter. We'll see what we can take some pips if we can. Training tomorrow, just different password. Part 3 and spreadsheet. Okay, no worries. I'll render this and get it sorted. Thanks, Alan. And I'll see you later. Okay, we'll catch you tomorrow. Alright, thanks. Bye.